Hello everyone and welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be ranking every single kit in Roblox Bedwars. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Easy! Alright, so here we have all of the kits and here we have all the tier lists. So at the bottom we have noob kits. These are kits that I flippin' hate. I want them to die if you use this kit. We are not friends. We have F, we have D tier, we have C tier, we have B tier, A tier, and S tier. The first kit we have Arie. Personally, Arie is an amazing kit. A lot of people would say S, and that's why I'm gonna put it in S, because literally you can stack so much with it, and like if the more kills you get, the more damage you get, and with for example the hammer, you can deal crazy damage with this kit. Next up, Alchemist. I have nothing against it, but it just blatantly sucks. That's why I'm not gonna put in noob kits. You barely see this kit. It's just an F kit. No, but if you use this, stop. Next kit is Archer. Archer, after the new tactical buff, I would actually say before it was a B tier, now it's definitely a high A tier, just because of how much damage the new tactical headhunter does. Next up we have Aries. Aries is a good kit. It's very good in late game because the arrows, spears, deal a lot of damage. But so for late game I would put it up here in A tier, but in early mid game, which is what you're usually gonna play, it's a C tier. Next up we have is Axolotl Amy. Bro, straight up S tier. Bro, the Axolotls are so flippin' OP. If you get that healing Axolotl, you're gonna be dominating the lobbies, bro, because the Axolotl Amy Axolotls are so OP. That's why I'm putting it at top of S tier as of now. It's literally better than Arie. That's a hot take, but yeah. Next up we have Baker. Endgame Baker is definitely A tier, but because of its golden apples, but they are very expensive, so you're not gonna be able to get them early or mid game, so it's definitely an end game thing, but it's very good with the speed pies, so I'm gonna put this thing C tier. A Barbarian, this straight up goes in B tier. The Ridge Blade is very good, don't get me wrong, but the thing is, the Scythe, in my opinion, is just so much better. Like, I can take out the Rage Blade with a Diamond Scythe if I use any of the other kits, but that's why I'm putting it in B tier. Next up we have is Beekeeper. Beekeeper, I don't really see this kit that often. I put it in D. Don't really have a lot of opinions on this one. It's a pretty trash farming kit, so I wouldn't really recommend using it, but it's not F. It's still pretty good. It could be good at times. Next up we have is Bounty Hunter. A Bounty Hunter goes high B tier probably. It's only good in small game modes like 2v2. This is a godly kit. If we're talking about 2v2s, it would definitely be S tier, but here in normal games, your average games, it's probably low B tier. Next up we have Builder. Builder is one of the most fun kits. That's why I'm going to actually put it in C tier. It's not a good kit for overall normal games, but in solos, this is one of the worst kits probably, but in game modes like probably like 30v30s and squads, this is one of the best kits, because like you're gonna last until end game easy if you have one of these in your team, because it's a pain to destroy builders' bed defenses. Next up we have Conqueror. Conqueror, high D tier. Its little flags are kind of shit, to be honest. Like, they are not good at all. The only time I would actually use this ever is if it's kind of fun to use static enchant with the fire in squads. It's kind of easy to spawn trap because the fire is going to apply static effect, so that's kind of nice. Next up We have Croaker Wolf. Croaker Wolf is high C tier. It's not really like the kit is basically you want your bed to be taken, and the thing is you get overpowered when your bed is taken, but the thing is you get so much speed sometimes it's a bad thing. Like you're gonna fall in the void, and then when you fall in the void you don't have a bed, so that's why I'm putting it in C tier. Pretty nice to have in 2v2s though, could be nice since you lose your bed pretty quick there. Next up, we have the first noob kit. If you use Cyber, it's just a noob kit. You just sit at your base and with your drone. Noob kit, don't use it. I personally hate you with my entire life if you do. But yeah, cool. Next up, we have Elder Tree. With the Recent buff, Elder Tree is very OP actually. So since you get more health and there's more orbs spawning, meaning you can get stronger and better. That's why I'm gonna put Elder Tree in A tier. Ember kit is very good. I've only used it. I haven't really used it, but from things I've heard, this kit is very OP. Its sword deals so much damage, and the fact that you get fired on is just broken. High A tier. Farmer. You would think I put this in noob kit since I pretty much hate every single farming kit, but no. It's actually a very good kit. Pretty much med C tier. You can get both farm diamonds and emeralds, which is what I like with it, and I don't really mind people using farmer as much as I do with, for example, Cyber or yeah, but yeah, mid C tier. Next we have the Fisherman. Bro, this thing is straight up F tier. Nobody uses it anymore. It was good season like season 3 or wherever it came out. When it came out, this was the godly farm kit. Was utilized a lot in ranked and stuff, but now it's just garbage. Don't use it. Next up we have Freya. Pretty trash kit. It's nice with the ice sword. You can easily kill people once you get the ice sword, but it doesn't really do much other than make people slow. I know it might be good, so I'm gonna put it in C tier, but nothing really special. I don't barely see people with Freya unless it's free. That's about it. Next up we have the Snowman kit. I used to love Snowman kit, but after its nerf, when snowballs doesn't deal frost damage anymore. So basically, if you don't know before, the snowballs that you got from Snowman basically could slow down people, but after you removed snowballs making people slow, this kit became trash. Next up we have Gingerbread, straight up S tier, no debate about it, pretty low S tier with it. Amazing, like this is one of the most annoying kits, but it's so fun. And the thing is I don't put it in noob kits is because if you know how to counter a Gingerbread, it's pretty easy to actually kill him. It's just that majority of people don't know how to do it, so it's just incredibly fun jumping around the map, getting shield, breaking beds while you're jumping on your gumdrop, and it's just one of the best kits. Next up we have Gompy, the Ghost Hunter. Low D tier. Very OP ghosts, but the thing is it's not really like, what do you call it, like easy to use. Like it's cost 6 diamond to get the little vacuum cleaner thing that takes the ghosts, and then to shoot the ghosts travel at such a bad speed. It's not worth it to actually use it. Next up we have Grim Reaper. Low A tier. It has been better, but now there's just so many kits that is better, so I'm actually gonna just put it here in A tier. It's very good for wiping squads. It's one of the most fun kits to use, and I personally really love it, but I'm gonna have to put it in A tier. Next up we have Infernal Shielder. I don't have much experience in this, but after the buffs I've heard it's better. Before I would have probably put it in F or D tier, but now it's probably low C tier. Next up we have the most unknown kit that nobody ever uses. First of all, this shit sucks. You should just kill your teammates. The only reason anyone would use this is if you want to kill your teammates. It's just utterly garbage. Nobody uses it ever. Next up we have Jade. Oh, my beloved Jade. B tier. I know you guys want to see it up here, but there's just so many better mobility kits these days. It's gotta go in high B tier, Comboing Jade with Scythe is just very nice, but there's way better mobility kits like Flora or UC probably. Next up we have Lassie. Lassie is definitely high A tier. Its lasso is very OP, especially if you're going up against a Scythe user. With Lassie, you can kill literally any Scythe user because you can put on the stick enchant on them by taking the lasso. It's also very good if people are trying to recall from you. You can just grab them and combo them to death. So that's why I'm putting high A tier. Next up we have Lumen. I like Lumen. It's very annoying, but it's very OP. If you know how to combo with it, it's really nice. High B tier. Melody. Used to be an S tier kit for healing and such, but now it's been taken over by kits like Axolotl, Amy, and Sheila, so that's why it's now high D tier. Next up, Metal Detector. High B tier. Very nice for ranked. You can get game modes you want to loot pretty quick in. Used a lot in ranked, kind of meta kit in ranked, so maybe a low A tier actually, but high B tier. Minor kit. I love minor kit. Minor kit is one of those kits that I just really like to use, even though the majority of people doesn't. I'm gonna put it in high A tier just because how fast you can get loot quick with it in game modes like solos, doubles, and even squads actually. So we have Nyx, the bad version of Arie. Nobody really gives a shit about him. A tier. Pirate Avi. S tier. The mobility of this kit is the best in the game. A lot of people say Flora, but it's clearly Pirate Avi. If you don't say Pirate Avi, you are tripping, because if you know how to use Pirate Avi, it's an easy win, bro. Next up, Pyromancer. I'm just gonna be honest. I have no idea what Pyromancer even does basically. I know it has a flamethrower and it's very OP in 30v30, but it does a lot of damage, but I don't really know anything else. High B tier. Raven kit, straight up dog water. Nobody should have used it. F tier. Santa, F tier. I don't know what it even does. It's just a random kit that is in the locker. Next up, Sheep Herder. Used to probably be on one of the better kits up here in B tier, but I don't see people using it anymore, so it's probably a high C tier. Because the damage buff, if you have all the sheep, is very OP, but it's rarely you get all the sheeps. Unless you're really, if you're goated with this thing and you know all the sheep spawning, then it could definitely be easily a high A tier, but C tier. Smoke kit, pretty trash, but it's very fun to use. D tier. Next up, Spirit Catcher. I don't see people use this anymore. It used to be an easy A tier when you could spam the spirits, but you can't anymore, which puts it low D tier. Trapper, nobody ever uses it. The only time people use the traps is in Skywars. Trinity! Trinity is a very good kit. Like, people underestimate Trinity, I feel like. If you pick the Demon Trinity or whatever it's called, it just heals you a lot. So definitely if you are a solo player, if you play a lot of solos, use Trinity. Next up, Vanessa, noob kit, elbows. So if you use this, I'm gonna go to your house and get your whole family. Moving on. Void Regent, a better version of Jade, high B tier. Vulcan, if you use this, your entire bloodline is ruined, because I am gonna get it. I'm gonna eliminate your entire bloodline if you use Vulcan. Do not talk to me if you own this kit. That's it. Warrior kit, high D tier. It's pretty decent armor for the price, and yeah. Next up, Sino, highest S tier. With the, it's like it used to be down here in the B's. The normal wizard before was definitely F tier, but then when they made it Sino, it was definitely high B tier, low A tier, and now it's just straight up S. Since you don't have the twig anymore, you can just get a scythe or dagger immediately, or hammer. It's just straight up S. Like that staff is just so OP. Next up, Yeti, low D tier, pretty nice for breaking beds. A worse version of Dino Tamer Dawn, but yeah. Next up we have Yuzi. Definitely high B tier. It used to be S tier just because of the mobility, but ever since the Forge update, you like the thing is you just don't need it. You can just use the scythe for mobility. Same with like Void Regent and Jade, but I don't really feel like it's the same because with these kits you can actually choose another weapon, which is cool. Next up, Dino Tamer Dawn. High B tier, definitely. It's just that it's excellent for breaking beds, very good in 5v5. I believe it's a meta kit, kinda. It's used a lot, at least, and that's why I rank it high B tier. Next up, Merchant Marco. High C tier, very good for 2v2. Amazing kit for 2v2 and solos and doubles. Any rush game mode, since you can literally get blocks at the start of the game. Other than that, it's very luck based kit. You want it to his refunds to be on good stuff that you frequently use. But so yeah, that's why I put it high C tier. So it's because it's very luck. Sword Collector Sela. I believe this one is used on kind of frequently, but personally I don't like it. High C tier. Seether S tier. S tier. S tier. Win stacks are just too OP. This kit is one of those kits that makes people think you're a hacker. Like this kit gets so much insane speed, and I believe it's triple jumps now, so you can literally jump so high if you have the maximum stacks. Amazing kit. If you have this kit and you don't use it, I suggest you do it right now, bro. Like you have to. Next up, Lucia. This kit is underrated because this is clearly an A tier kit. If you're in, for example, a squads map and you have good aim with a bow, you can get so much flippin' candy with this thing. You're gonna get emerald armor in 10 minutes with this kit, bro. Like, on god, bro, I'm not even kidding. Next up, Cobalt. Bro, to be honest, I don't get what Cobalt do. Like, you get some speed and stuff. I don't know. Low C tier. I'm probably gonna get so much hate for this one because I don't know what Cobalt do. Next one, Evelyn. Evelyn, straight up. A lot of people say high S tier, but I'm saying low S tier. Like, it's a very good kit, but better kits there are. Next up we have Hannah. A lot of people say S tier for this, but and it probably is an S tier, but I kinda wanna put it high A tier. I don't really like it as much as I used to. It's very OP if you are organized, like if you are playing with a squad or 5v5 where everybody knows what they're doing. It's definitely an Esther kit because then you can spawn kill teams easily. But I would actually say high A tier. Next up we have Kalia. Kalia is a mid S tier. Its fire punch is OP to kill people and nothing else. I don't really have anything to say. It can deal a lot of bad damage, and I believe it burns as well, so that's pretty cool. Surot, don't even know what the flip-flops this thing does. Low D tier. Wim, one of the most annoying kits. Low A tier. Lonnie, oh yes. Lonnie is very often used in 5v5 because of its heals, I believe, and it can also fly up in the air and do some stuff. I don't know exactly what, but high C tier, I believe. Crypt, bro, I don't know, if you use this, you noob. You just bring the dead to life or something. Warden, amazing kits for 5v5, frequently used. A tier. Seen it. Like, I kind of wanted to put this in noob kits at first, I think I would, but no. Like, I want to put this a flippin' high B tier because this is used like in 5v5 ranked and 30v30. This is the golden kit, bro. This is the kit you want to use. Next up, Aditunde. Aditunde, I hate people that use Aditunde. C tier probably though. Next up, Sheila. Straight S tier, bro. Sheila, if you have Sheila, like the amount it was the annoying kid to fight against. Like, bro, it was, I swear to God, every time I walk into a Sheila lobby, bro, I just straight up slash lobby, bro, because I know I ain't winning that fight, bro. Next up, Caitlyn. Caitlyn, I don't really like Caitlyn. Like, sure, it can be OP in 2v2s because it's basically the same as Bounty Hunter, but you get damage instead of loot. So, high V tier. Next up, Drill. Low C tier. I don't really care about it. It's just a farming kit. Easy to destroy the drill, so they don't really annoy me, but it's a really good kit to use if you want a lot of loot. Next up, Flora. One of the best mobility kits. I'm probably gonna put this here. High A tier kinda. Next up, Umbra. Bro, Umbra, high C tier. Like, I don't even, like, it's so nice to be able to teleport home if you're playing like 30v30 or squads. You can just teleport back, like throw the hat on one of your teammates and then just teleport back, and your enemies are gonna be confused as hell, bro. Whisper, one of those support kits that people think is bad, but it's kind of mid. It's very nice with the fly ability, not very nice into 2s, but other than that, Here we have Lila, bro, my favorite. Mwah mwah. If you don't like Lila, I don't like you, because Lila's is the best bow kit ever. Like, I love Lila kit so much. This is basically my go-to kit if I don't know what kit to use, because of how annoying it is. I love when people get angry because you have a good kit, and this is one of those kits people are gonna be so mad at you. Electra, bro, Electra is a better version of Yeezy, literally. Lowest, mid S tier. Next up we have Fortuna. Fortuna is overrated. Like, let's be honest, it is overrated. It is very good. I've played a lot with it recently because it's a season kit and stuff, but it's just not S tier. Like, it used to be S tier, you can one shot people, but now it's definitely just an A tier. Next up, Ignis. Ignis is just a C tier kit. It used to be very OP with the speed glitch, but I don't really like using it. The shield just drains too fast for you to actually utilize the shield you get from their bridge. But yeah, other than that, a mid kit. Next up, Talia. Best emerald farming kit in my opinion, except Lucia. Low B tier. And that will be it. Every single thing here is put in place, but now I'm just gonna switch around some kits that I maybe think we can change. I'm just gonna look over and see if we can change anything. So let me see here. I kinda like how it looks here. Well, something though. Here, we're making a new one here. This one. If you use this, I will kill your entire bloodline. I can spell. And there we put Vulcan. And there we have it, guys. Yay! And there we have it, guys. Python's Bedwars kit tier list, season 8. It's been Python. Like and subscribe if you liked my kits here, my ranking. Tell me if you disagree with any of these kits, or if you want in what placement you would have put them in. And that would be it for today, this video. See ya next time. Bye.